Hi, I'm Allie Hoback. My piece, Meaning in the Mind, is included in this year's issue of Delphi. Um, so my process for this was, I approached this a little differently than I've approached writing different kinds of prose because the assignment was for this to be the stream of consciousness narrative, and I didn't quite, hit it on the head for being a true stream of consciousness. This isn't any Virginia Woolf or like William Faulkner or anything. Um, and I think that I did an okay job with stream of consciousness when it comes to like the characters' conversations, like the dialogue. I feel like is a little more abstract. I just had a hard time abstracting, the narration because I like to be so specific and so in detail. And sometimes I'm afraid, if I don't hold my reader's hand, that they're not going to get it. Um, I think I'm happy with how this turned out. I just sort of started writing it, so I wasn't really sure where I wanted to take it to end. But I do think that I'm pleased with it. What inspired the piece is kind of silly and funny. I go to Mill Mountain a lot. I should just have my paycheck forwarded there because I'm there so often. But I was just watching these two guys there and just watching their interaction, and it really kind of scared me, not in like they were being violent with each other or anything, but just it seemed like they had been close and then were distant for a really long time. And I think that, that concept kind of scares me of, going off to college and drifting away from my really close friends, who I have really, really close friendships with, and kind of losing that. So.
Alright, so since I'm the art editor, I get to take my own interview for a piece I did that's in this year's issue of Delphi. It's called Vices and Virtues. And I guess that when I first started with it, I had just done the charcoal part of it, and I thought that, oh, this is, kind of boring, I like my pieces to have a lot of like urban influence, and I also work a lot in collage. So I did a lot of, I printed off pictures of flowers and I cut them out and put them all around, which I felt like really softened the harshness of the charcoal piece. And then I just glued all that onto a watercolor background, which I think is very successful. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, especially because, it gives a cool thematic contrast between, this really harsh smoking, body that doesn't have a face really, and then it has these flowers that are just, covering the face and on the shoulders. And I think that that sort of is really, speaks thematically for the piece. So, yeah.